So student, the question is the line x plus y equal to 1 meets x axis at A and y axis at B. P is the midpoint of AB. P1 is the foot of the perpendicular from P to OA. M1 is that of P1 from OP, means M1 is the foot of perpendicular drawn from P1 to the line segment OP. Same way proceeding, P2 is that of M1 from OA, M2 is that of P2 from OP, P3 is that of M2 from OA, and so on. If Pn denotes the nth foot of the perpendicular on OA from Mn minus 1, then OPn equal to, and your options are 1 upon 2 raised to power n, 2 raised to power n, 1 upon 2 raised to power n minus 1, and 2 raised to power n minus 1. So student, first of all, we will draw the figure. So student, this is the figure. Equation x plus y is equal to 1 meets the coordinate axis, x axis at the point A and the y axis at the point B. So now, because of the equation of the line AB is x plus y equal to 1, so the intercepts cut by the line on the x axis will be 1 and intercepts cut by the line on the y axis will be 1, and hence the coordinate of A will be 1, 0 and coordinate of the point B will be 0, 1. Now according to the question, it says that P is the midpoint of the line segment AB. So if you consider the line segment AB, so approximately this point is the midpoint. So student, this is the figure, x axis and y axis, and this is the line whose equation is x plus y is equal to 1, and this line intersect the x axis at the point A and intersect the y axis at the point B. So therefore the coordinate of B will be 0, 1 and the coordinate of A will be 1, 0. Now the midpoint of AB is given here, the point P. So approximately this point is midpoint, that is this point is P. So this side and this side are equal. Because of this is a right angle triangle with the base and perpendicular are same, so therefore this side OP is also perpendicular to the line segment AB. Now according to the question, P1 is the foot of the perpendicular drawn from P to OA. So this will be your P1. Now from P1, it says from P1 M1 is the foot of the perpendicular to OP. So we will draw again the foot of the perpendicular from P1 to, so this will be your M1. Now from M1 again foot of the perpendicular drawn from M1 to OA. So this is your P2. Now again it moves from P2. We will draw again the foot of the perpendicular on OP and it moves. This is your M2. Then from this M2 again we drawn a foot of the perpendicular, that is called P3, and so on. All of these are the perpendicular. It is perpendicular, 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 perpendicular. Then according to the situation, OPN equal to, what is OPN? So student, first of all we will find out what is the relation between all of these sides, OP3, OP2, OP1, etc. So for this purpose, it is here given that OA equal to 1, which is also same as OB. So therefore the AB is equal to, using the Pythagoras theorem, it is root 2. So AP is equal to, it is root 2 by 2, which is 1 by root 2, which is same as BP as well as OP. So you get here OP is equal to 1 upon root 2. Now student, from this figure you get the OP. Again P1 M1 is the perpendicular, so again we'll get P1 M1 is half of OP. Similarly, P1M1. P1M1 is half of OP, which is same as M1P, because again here also this is perpendicular, this is perpendicular, this angle is 45 degree. It becomes, because PP1 is perpendicular, so it is 45, so this angle should be 45, so here also 45. P1M1 equal to half of OP, which is 1 upon 2 root 2. Now we will find out here OP. OP1 using this figure. OP1 is equal to, so OP1 square is equal to OM1 square, which is 1 upon 2 root 2 plus P1M1 square, which is again 1 upon 2 root 2. So it becomes 1 upon 8 plus 1 upon 8, which is 1 upon 4, that is 1 upon 2 square, that is 1 upon 2 square. Now from this figure you can see OP1 is 1 upon 2 square. 1 upon 2 square, that means just, so OP1 is equal to 1 upon 2. So from this figure you can see OP1 is 1 upon 2. 1 upon 2, which is just half of this. It means again the OP2 becomes half of P1. OP3 becomes half of P2. So it's moving on. So if you compare from the full, OP1 is half of OA. So therefore OP1 is half into OA. If it's moving similarly, when we move, it will be OP2 equal to half of OP1. So it becomes 1/4 of OA, because OP1 is half OA. That is 1 upon 2 square into OA. Similarly, OP3, it becomes half of OP2, and when you put OP2 as 1 upon 2 square into OA, it becomes 1 upon 2 cube into OA. So and so on, it's moving on. We will get here OPN equal to, see, OP2, so it is 1 upon 2 square. OP3, 1 upon 2 cube, means whatever the number is written here, that becomes the power of 2. Hence OPN equal to 1 upon 2 raised to power n into OA, and the OA is given here 1, so we'll write here into 1, that is 1 upon 2 raised to power n. Hence student, according to the option, you can see the option number first is the correct answer. So option number 1 is correct. Thank you and good luck next time.